Hello, so I hear a lot of people saying that you have to build up a really good seasoning in order to have your eggs slide around on a cast iron skillet. I've gotten into a few debates with people online, but thought I'd put a video out. So I took this skillet out of my electrolysis tank. As you can see, it's starting to rust a little bit. It's down to bare iron. All the factory seasoning's been taken off. I've got some oil that I rubbed on it because it was just starting to rust everywhere, as you can see here. So put a little bit of oil on it so far, but it hasn't been seasoned. So it's bare, it's rough sandy iron. So take what you buy at the store, remove everything what's on it, you got what I have. For comparison, here's our daily driver lodge egg skillet that we would tend to make our eggs on. The surface is kind of smooth. It's got the real dark patina going on with it. Huge difference in these two. So no trick photography. This is a lodge I bought. Stripped it down because I don't know where it's come from. So the trick to make an egg slide is that you preheat your skillet. Cast iron has higher thermal mass than any other iron out there, or sorry, any other pan out there. So you need to give it time for it to warm up. You can't just put it on the fire and it's going to be hot. The good news about that is it takes a long time for that heat to go away. So when you normally put food down on a skillet, it dissipates all the heat. So I'm testing the handle and I can feel that it's starting to get warm. So I know we're ready to go. I'm going to put some oil in here. Let's see how this goes. Using avocado oil. I prefer butter, but it's going to take a while to melt, and we don't have a lot of butter. So since it's only for a test, we'll see. Cold egg out of the fridge, right on top of the oil. Now the goal will be to have this sliding around like you see other people doing, without any spatula, anything special. So I have this set to medium heat right now. I like to see it bubbling a little bit more. I'm making a mess out of this one, but I don't want to reshoot the video and use another egg. Hopefully I get it all to cooperate. Let me use that eggshell again to slide the funny parts back. Already you can see none of the pieces here are sticking. I used oil. There's not a lot of it, but it's not a little bit. So maybe if you're doing non-stick pans, you're used to just spraying on a small amount. Cast iron, you want a good like tablespoon of butter for each egg you're doing. It's not going to go into the yolk and come all in through your food and give you a greasy mess. It'll still be in the pan, or it might even slide onto your plate. With butter, to me, that's a bonus. I like to kind of shake my pans a bit. That helps get some of the oil underneath the egg. So low and slow. If you do get cast iron hot, you get a pan hot and you put something cold on it, it's going to cool down right away and take a bit to recover. With cast iron, it's not that way. You get it too hot and you put your egg in, it's just going to burn the bottom. It's going to stick to the pan. Also noticed I preheated the iron before adding the oil. You don't want to heat the oil and the iron simultaneously when you want to get non-stick. You do hot pan, cold oil, makes all the difference. The hot oil, whatever reason, seems to grab the food and stick it into the surface of the pan. And that's true with any food. So what I tend to do if I'm searing a steak or if I'm cooking chicken breasts, I actually heat up the pan, put a tad of oil on it, but where I really shine is by putting the oil on the protein itself. So if you rub your steak or you rub your chicken down with the oil, you rub your asparagus and you put it on there, it coats it very evenly and you seem to get a really good sear. So hopefully soon, I want my yolk. definitely not going to win any presentation on this particular egg today. I made a video earlier and didn't realize that the phone rang at the beginning of the thing. I was hoping it was still recording. Egg slid around like perfect. Went to review the video and it only recorded up until when the phone rang. Looked pretty bad. Alright, so broke it free already. It is sliding around, but because I broke that yolk, it's not going to want to slide too well. But as you see, I got sliding eggs where people say, oh, it's because I have a well-seasoned skillet. I got eggs that are sliding, even with the egg yolk mess that I made. I'll flip it. Still sliding on the freshly flipped portion. Boy, that's not a pretty egg, is it? Even the little chunks that were in there are starting to slide too. So, who says you need seasoning? Well, I see a couple of spots that aren't sliding. There they go. There you have it, an unseasoned lodge pan. Eggs are sliding. Hope that kind of ends that debate.